What's your they had no idea who I was moment? I'm a 22-year-old who inherited my grandfather's restaurant chain last month. We're talking about 15 locations across 3 states, but I haven't told anyone because I look like a typical broke college student with my baby face and thrift store wardrobe. Yesterday I decided to do surprise visits to check how our locations were actually running when management thought nobody was watching. Started with our downtown flagship spot, walking in wearing my usual faded hoodie, ripped jeans, and beat-up Converse that had seen better days. Looked like any other customer killing time between classes or waiting for friends. The hostess barely glanced up from her phone where she was scrolling through Instagram stories. We're pretty busy today, probably like a 45-minute wait for anything decent. I said that was fine and grabbed a seat in the lobby to observe how things really operated when the owner wasn't around breathing down necks. What I saw over the next hour made my blood absolutely boil. Watched a server completely ignore an elderly couple for 25 minutes while she chatted with coworkers about her dramatic weekend hookup stories. Another employee was straight up on TikTok behind the register, making a growing line of customers wait while he watched dance videos and laughed out loud. The kitchen looked like complete chaos through the service window. Food was sitting under heat lamps way too long, getting dried out and nasty. I saw one cook drop a piece of chicken on the floor, look around to see if anyone noticed, and put it right back on the plate like nothing happened. Nobody seemed to care about the basic food safety standards my grandfather drilled into everyone from day one. When I finally got seated after an hour wait, my server rolled her eyes when I asked simple questions about menu ingredients for allergies. Look, I don't know every little thing that goes in the food. Just pick something and eat it. I'm not a walking encyclopedia. My burger came out stone cold with soggy fries that tasted like they'd been sitting there since lunch. When I politely mentioned the temperature issue, she sighed dramatically like I'd personally ruined her entire day. The kitchen's backed up. You want me to microwave it or what? I'm not walking back there again for some kid. I asked to speak with the manager about the overall service issues I'd witnessed. She actually laughed in my face like I told the funniest joke ever. Dude, you're like 12 years old. What are you gonna complain about? The music being too loud. Maybe your mom can call and complain for you tomorrow. The manager came over looking completely annoyed, like I was wasting his precious time during the dinner rush. What's the big issue here? We're busy and doing our best. Same dismissive attitude, clearly thinking I was just some entitled kid causing problems over nothing important. The service here is pretty disappointing, I said calmly, trying to give him one last chance to make things right. He shrugged and said something that made my jaw drop to the floor. Well, if you can't afford to tip properly on good service, maybe try McDonald's next time, kid. This isn't a charity. That's when I slowly pulled out my business card and placed it face up on the sticky table. Actually, I own this place. As of last month when my grandfather passed away. The color drained from his face so fast I thought he might actually faint right there. The server who'd been dismissing me all night started stuttering panicked apologies, her voice cracking. Other staff members suddenly appeared from nowhere, trying to fix everything at once like magic. Don't worry about the apologies, I said, standing up and leaving a 20 on the table. Worry about the termination paperwork you'll be getting first thing tomorrow morning. Walked out and immediately called our district manager from the parking lot. Turns out this location had the worst customer reviews in our entire chain, and now I knew exactly why nobody wanted to come back. Sometimes the best way to really check on your business is when nobody knows you're the boss. Amazing how people's true colors show when they think there are absolutely no consequences for their actions. 3 staff members were fired by the end of the week. The new manager I hired increased sales by 30% in the first month just by treating customers with basic human respect.